Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we have, hey yo man, who we got over here, man? Didn't I have all this already up, man? Come on, man, you can do better than this. All right, look. We got the Billionaires Club, man. We're gonna talk about that, man. Troy Avon being in jail, man. We also got Will Smith talking about happiness and money, man. Yeah. We got some insanity for you, man, too. All right, we're gonna talk about that in a second, man. Folks getting shot up, they rides getting shot up at least, and we got the feds on Diddy. Again, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source Show. If this is your first time to the channel, man, be sure to hit that like button and feel any part of the content. We definitely appreciate that. That notification bell's waiting for your tap, so go on and give it a tap. And that subscribe button's waiting for your subscription, man. So go on and touch that to your check this out, man. Look, for those of y'all that worship money, right? For those of y'all that worship money, okay? If you worship money, 1, you're slow. 2, let's take a look at the club you aspire to be in. You know what I'm saying? That is the Billionaires Club, all right? Look, some of y'all mad that I say you slow. And look, man, if you worship anything, if you worship money, then you're not mentally quick. You are slow. You know what I mean? That does not mean if you want to have a lot of it, well, if you worship it, is what I'm saying. But never mind all that. Listen, man, the Billionaires Club, all right? These are the folks that you aim to rub shoulders with if you want to get down with the Billionaires Club, all right? We have. In the Billionaires Club, we have. I think Forbes released the list. Michael Jordan with $3.2 billion. Okay? I heard he's a pleasure to be around. You know what I'm saying? Look. And he won't even look down on you, man. You know what I'm saying? But if you are on fire, something tells me he won't piss on you to extinguish the flames. But I could be wrong. We got Oprah at $2.8 billion. Your lovely queen. All right. Look, remember when Hawaii caught on fire and her and The Rock asked you to come out your pockets and donate to Hawaii? You know what I'm saying? Having zero regard for your bank account, saying that you had $212 for the next 15 days. We also see in the Billionaires Club, we see Jay-Z with $2.5 billion. All right. Oprah had $2.8 billion. Jay-Z got $2.5 billion. All right. The man moves in silence. We already noticed. We have Kim Kardashian at $1.7 billion, who recently broke up with Odell. Okay. And when she revealed that she was trying to get his genes. Look, did I tell you that the insider to the situation said Kim's starting to plan a future with Odell? She wants another child and she loves the idea of having a baby with Odell. They said, quote, he has such great genetics and she can't help imagining how beautiful their baby would be. Close quote. Look, people, it seems like when you get plastic surgery, right? When you have a child with somebody, okay? The plastic surgery, what you look like with the plastic surgery doesn't pass on to the child. People, they be forgetting that. They be thinking that this is what they actually look like. Anyway, look, she said he has great genetics. And I think after she said that, he promptly left her. I mean, my thing, I'm actually shocked people are still linking up with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows everything that they know and is like, yeah, I want to get that though. You know what I'm saying? Like, who in their right mind? It's not I don't know. Anyway, we have Tyler Perry at $1.4 billion. Like, she's a person, right? But not every person you need to be in a relationship with, is what I'm saying, man. Some people are not like high value in the area of a relationship, is from what I see. Okay, based on what I've seen. Okay, how you in the? Well, let me not even go there. We got Tyler Perry, okay, $1.4 billion. We have the perfect Rihanna, $1.4 billion, who, to my understanding, smells like absolute heaven, okay? Which, on a side note, I recently heard that Chris Brown smells incredible too. You know what I'm saying? But I'll never know. We have LeBron with $1.2 billion. And then, at the bottom, we have poor and lowly, damn near living in a trailer park, Taylor Swift. Aww. Look, who I enjoy listening to, but she's still impoverished, you know what I'm saying? With a measly $1.1 billion. Oh, just struggling to get by, you know, living that peasant life, damn near like Oscar the Grouch living out the trash. Hashtag falling on hard times, Swift. You know what I'm saying? Look, all you peasants out there that will stop at nothing to be rich, stomping on the weak and poor on your way up, okay? These are your heroes. Now, it's possible to be rich the right way. Look. I would sit with some of these people. The others would have to pay me. Okay? I would completely sit down with LeBron and LeBron. Yeah, maybe Rihanna. Okay? The rest, they would have to pay me. And then I wouldn't even show up. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, where he at? He ain't showing up. I'll be like, yo, man, something came up. My bad. Listen, Troy Ave. All right, look. I don't know. Well, we covered the story a while back. Troy Ave, he turned himself in. He basically, before turning himself in, he was like, yo, man, the streets ain't what it is. Regardless of what you think, it ain't hot out here in the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not like what it is. He has posted a message from beyond the cell. He has posted, he said, don't let nobody trick you into thinking being in jail makes you cool or a real ninja, okay? Nobody who actually in jail would ever agree with that. Then he goes, jail? He said, yo, jail is like special ed. I was never in them classes, and now I see why. Why you came for all the special ed folks, man? You know what I'm saying? There's bad special ed people that ain't in jail. That's number one. Number two, yeah, of course, like if you ain't really street if you've been in jail a lot because you ain't even really spent a lot of time on the streets. People that haven't been in jail have technically been on the streets longer than people that are always in jail. So, you know, it's not like, oh, you more street or anything like that. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? You've been in jail. You're not street, you're jail. Okay? Yo, I'm mad street. No, you're not mad street, you're mad jail. Let's keep it going. Listen, Will Smith has come through with his revelatory Zen lecture in a brief moment of clarity, which may have very well been on the way to, he might have very well been on the way to the spa while he had this thought, okay? Take a listen to what Will Smith said about making money, being rich. When the interviewer, I think it's from Complex, the interviewer was like, yo, man, I heard on Google, if a quick Google search reveals that you are up $350 million. Take a listen to what he had to say to that.
A quick Google search says that your net worth is $350 million. Is that accurate?
I don't even know, man. I don't discuss such things.
As someone who's had money, lost money, then had it again bigger than he ever imagined. Are you good with money now? Are you working on getting better? What's your relationship like with money?
This is the downsize phase of my life. The first half of my life was gather, and the second half of my life is going to be, give. Once you've bought everything you want, and there's literally nothing on earth that you want to buy, I just wish that was a gift that everybody could have, because there's nothing that material can do to satisfy you. When you realize that no relationship, that no money, that no kids, there's literally nothing that can make you happy. You gotta make happy in here. You gotta make happy in here with none of that stuff. It's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah.
Was that tone deaf? Look. Some folks think that what he said is tone deaf, considering what the economy is like for so many people. And it's easy to feel, you know what I'm saying, that way. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's easy to feel that way, right? Listen, man, I guess what I want to say is this, right? Like, the way Will Smith describes it, okay? No matter how much you give away, if it keeps coming back off of the strength of who he is, then it's kind of like, you know, like you're not really that broke, because I remember I think it was in the same interview where he was like, no matter where I go, everyone knows who I am. And in a way, I feel safe because everyone knows who I am. So can't nothing really crazy happen to me. That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? The other part of me, I kind of likes what he said, because who else could tell you what he said? Trick is this. If I tell you what Will Smith just said, you know what I mean? You reply by saying, oh, look. You know what I mean? You don't know what I'm talking about because I ain't never been rich. But if I make the statement and then Will Smith puts a stamp on it as a rich person, then it holds a little bit more weight. Technically, okay? King Solomon said the same thing in Ecclesiastes after Proverbs, man. He essentially says there's an emptiness in the soul that things and possession cannot fill. Only the Most High can fill the chasm. You follow what I'm saying, man? Now, look, if you agree with that, put facts in the comments below, or you can put a 100 in the comments below. I mean, but I want you to think this through, though, man. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of it rubs a lot of people the wrong way, because these guys talk about how they've had everything that their money can buy, and they're like, yo, man, it doesn't really even matter. Like, I could not get anything anymore, and a lot of people are like, yo, man, I'm just trying to keep the electric on. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are concerned about keeping the electric on. Like, and they're like, yo, if my electric cuts off, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me give you this last one before shout out. This is insane, okay? Let me give you this one real quick. Have you heard of the Conjoined twins? I know you know of the Conjoined twins. You've seen the Conjoined twins, all right? You know they got married, right? You're like, who'd they get married to? Source, show them the pic of the handsome black man that married the Conjoined twins. Take a look. You see this man? Hopefully Source got the pic up, man. You know what I mean? You see him? Okay? Ain't he handsome? Look, I know some of you ladies are like, hey, I got two heads. Don't even try it, okay? And psych, that's not the husband, all right? Source, show them the real picture of Abby Henson's husband, please. See that? You see, hopefully Source got the pickup, okay? Now take a look. I want you to take a look at this video of them dancing real quick. I want you to take a look.
Escape with me. I won't be tight. Let the sparks ignite the darkness while our hearts align. Run away with me. Leave it all behind.
So, like me, I know you have a lot of questions, okay? And I would not be celeb if I didn't find you all the answers. So let me provide you with some insight to your sick thoughts, okay? But first, this is a family channel, and this is your moment for the kids to get that thing that you need from downstairs. You know, that cup of ice. You know what I'm saying? Tell them to give you 3/4 of ice, and just keep sending them back when they come up. Listen. Now, look, I'm really going to be focusing on biology here. Now, since you're dying to know, you sick bastard, let me tell you, right, about the Hensel twins and answer some of the nasty questions you have in your head, okay? According to the Daily Mail, all right, the twins share one set of genitals, okay? Well, let me pull back a little bit and not speak on the twins per se. I'm going to do it like this. For people born as conjoined twins with similar biology to these young ladies right here, it goes like this, okay? They share one set of genitals, so anybody fiddling down there, they both would feel it, okay? This is according to Alex Dreger, professor of clinical medical humanities and bioethics at the Feinberg School of Medicine, all right? Now, we're not sure whether orgasms are experienced by both simultaneously, because I know you probably wanted to know about how that goes down, okay? The professor stated that, this is what the professor said, he said, quote, there is significant variability of each twin's feeling in different body parts. It is hard to guess how any conjoinment will turn out in practice. The biology geek in me wants to answer that the happy hormones that come from a good kiss probably work their way to both brains. But the student of human nature in me says that when your sister gets kissed and you don't, it's quite possible that the unhappy hormones end up standing at the gate. I don't know what that means. Somebody help me in the comments. Let me know what that means. Professor Dreger also said that from her studies, she assumes conjoined twins likely have less sex than average people, not just because finding a partner is harder, but because they may not need romantic partners to have sex with as much, as much as everybody else does, okay? She said, over the years, many twins have described the experience of being conjoined as like being attached to a soulmate, so they may feel less need for a romantic relationship with another person. Close quote. You see, a lot of this is difficult for a lot of people to grasp because many people place romantic relationships and sex above everything else. You follow what I'm saying, man? This is a culture that idolizes sex and cannot fathom existence apart from their God, which is sex. Folks, look, people tend to forget, right, that sex is made for the body, not the body made for sex. That's like saying your body was designed for weed or designer clothes. Look, regardless, right? Whether the sister is reading a book while the other is doing her business with bruh, you know what I'm saying? Everyone deserves love, and the twins got a man. Look, and you out here still alone talking about, oh, you refuse to settle. You know what I'm saying? But look, I ain't gonna lie though, man. I did have mad questions about this. Like, what's one doing when the other's being intimate? You know what I'm saying? What's the arguments look like? What if sister agrees with bro, but the wife doesn't? Look, I'm sure both had already sat down and agreed that bro is a viable option. Technically, though, I feel like he had to equal up to their standard. Don't it seem that way? Don't you think that? Okay. Look, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You know I read every comment, okay? And add any other questions that you might have. You never know. They might love watching Celebs Source. What if we found out that the twins, they was riding with Future and Kendrick on Like That? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah. Kendrick's verse has become my favorite song for 2024 so far. You know what I'm saying? Let me head over to my shout outs real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be before you long. What's my shout outs looking like? An 8 or music? An 8 or music? An 8 or music said, real artists, he's talking about Lizzo, said, real artists don't quit, ever. It says a lot about what Lizzo wasn't. I responded by saying, man, but couldn't nobody match King Joffrey? You know what I'm saying? From Game of Thrones. And bro played that part and then he quit. And 8 said, yo, man, but he went on to better things than just acting because he wanted to. That says a lot about him. It does say a lot about him. But the question at hand is, would you classify bro as a real actor? I think I could. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you can paint a spectacular painting, I'm talking like incredible. You know what I'm saying? On the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, but then you quit painting. That don't mean that you're not a painter. You know what I'm saying? Chris LaBelle says Sauce has her foot on Puff's neck, and I have my head stuck out looking from around the corner. I'm like, yo, what's going on over there on the backup channel, man? Yeah, man. Be sure to check in, tune into our backup channel, man, Celebs Sauce. You see what I'm saying? That's a channel that we designed just in case anything goes haywire over here, you know what I'm saying? But then I stepped foot over there and folks were trying to kick me out. Can you believe that? Pimp Django said, yo, but Celeb, what were they saying in their raps? The beat was hot. Oh, talking about the Punjabi joint from yesterday. What were they saying in their raps? The beat was hot, but for all we know, they rapping about killing Americans. I don't know. I'm just saying. All right. From my understanding, I think I speak Punjabi. I believe the chorus was saying something along the lines of, sometimes I smoke weed, sometimes I drink rum. I think that's what the chorus was saying. Now, if you want all the lyrics, you gotta like, we gotta link up and then we'll talk about that. Okay? You want to link up, then see me on the gram, and then I still won't be able to tell you. All right? Let's get right back to it. Wrap this bad boy up. Yeah. Let's get right back to it. Wrap this bad boy. Where we at over here, man? All right. Look, reports have been coming in saying that Houston artist by the name of Deebaby, not Dababy, had his vehicle targeted and riddled with lead at a gas station. Look. See, I done played too much video games, man. I would never shoot at a gas station. Don't gas blow up. I thought gas blew up. Look, listen, man. Listen. That ain't the first mission. Repossession. When you shoot the gas on the floor and the fire lead up to the blue car and the whole joint explode. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know what I'm talking about, post that joint in the comments below. You know what I'm saying? What your boy talking about. Anyway, Deebaby, not to be confused with Dababy or Lil Baby. Ain't these people creative? Had his truck shot up last night in Houston, resulting in one fatality and another person in critical condition. According to the witnesses, shooters were 4 men with quote unquote long guns. Okay. Now we haven't had an update. You know what I'm saying? At the moment, we don't know if Deebaby was hit, but prayers up for all the victims. Oh wait, I think we do have a bit of an update. Okay. Apparently, Deebaby is good. All right. Someone from his team, I think his name is Huncho, I want to say, posted this. They said, quote, Deebaby is good. I promise y'all, we just woke up. Y'all dry posted that about us. We good. I promise whole APE ent was asleep. Close quote. But there's still a fatality that came about from the shooting. So prayers up for the victims. You know what I'm saying? And finally, yeah. With Diddy, you know what it is. It's getting worse and worse. What's my time looking like? Let's see. 17, not bad. All right, listen. Okay. Homeland Security's involvement may be all that's needed to happen to see bruh do the Diddy bop straight into a cell. You know what I'm saying? Technically, the feds have had their eye on Diddy for quite some time, we're finding out, man. Take a listen to, what is his name? Chris Hansen, I think it is, on Fox News. Listen to what he had to say. Take a listen real quick.
Host of Takedown with Chris Hansen. So now we have 2 people come out saying that Diddy was talking to the feds. Do you think that's true?
Whether it's true or not, and he might have been cooperative in some way, shape, or form, you don't get away with human trafficking unless you give up John Gotti or something like that, and that's not what happened here. I can tell you, Jesse, that this investigation's been going on for a long time, very closely held by HSI, so much so that even some of the agents on the raid a week ago today didn't know whose house they were raiding until they got there. That's how closely held this investigation.
Wow, because there could have been a tip.
Absolutely.
And there are allegations that he was paying law enforcement through his chief of security, which also happened to be Michael Jackson's chief of security.
I don't know if I buy into that. You know, people in Diddy's situation like to have those involved in law enforcement close to them. But that doesn't mean they're taking payoffs. That doesn't mean they're doing big favors. They like that closeness. It's just like how Diddy was able to court Diageo or Estee Lauder. He was very successful in doing that, and that made him a lot of money and gave him credibility outside the hip-hop rap world. And that's what he was trying to do here, a lot like what Epstein did with very powerful political and business figures.
And if you look at this report in the New York Post, you see it's a constellation of billionaires he's involved with.
Very similar to what Epstein was doing. And, you know, these guys get drunk with power, allegedly. You know, Diddy has said that these allegations are false, but they get drunk with power, and all of a sudden they lose their balance and what's right and what's wrong. And they're insulated, and they've got everybody telling them they're great. And all of a sudden, these civil suits come out. And the feds watch this. That's what happened with R. Kelly. It started with civil suits. Then HSI got involved, and they're the lead agency for human trafficking.
These civil suits are just like a silver platter for the feds.
Very helpful, very helpful.
Take these guys down. All right, well, we'll see how this plays out. Chris Hansen, takedown with Chris Hansen.
All right, so apparently there's a pattern. You know what I'm saying? The civil suit is the Vaseline, then the feds go in. Okay? So I guess, you know, I want to see if I could notice that pattern more frequently now. Now, Diddy's baby mother has posted a video from the raid of, quote unquote, the over. All right, my recording stopped, man. I hate when that happens. All right, listen, she posted, let's see what she posted. She said, the overzealous and overtly militarized force used against my sons, Justin and Christian, is deplorable. If these were the sons of a non-black celebrity, they would not have been handled with the same aggression. The attempt to humiliate and terrorize these innocent young black men is despicable. Enough is enough. Did Justin need several laser beams from firearms pointed at his chest? Did Christian need a gun pointed at the back of his head while he was being handcuffed? How many times have we seen young, unarmed black men not make it out of these types of situations alive? My son's attorney, Jeffrey Lichman, is investigating the excessive use of force, which was unnecessary and certainly not required by this search warrant. We will fight for justice utilizing every imaginable resource. I'm not with the propaganda. They have always seemed to show up super heavy-handed against black men, man. I mean, it's like, this is how we're always targeted, man. You know what I'm saying? We're always targeted like that, and I never loved that, man. But I feel like LA is good for that. I remember the video that I saw of Offset in the car. Remember when Cardi B showed up and she was tripping, man? But and for good reason. And Offset was in the car. They was like they had the guns pointed at him. They was like, turn off the key, hold your hand in the air, stick your hand out the window, but don't move. You know what I'm saying? They told him every single, they gave him 8 directions all at once. He was like, I'm not going to move. They was like, roll down the window, but also make sure your hand is, they said roll up the window, but then put your hand out the window at the same time. It was crazy. They would and lay on the floor, but don't get out the car. I was like, I don't understand. And he was like, yo, I'm not moving. And they was like, well, then move. He was like, I'm not moving. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. So I hear what she's saying. The other thing is this, though, man. Unfortunately, based on the 20 years, the decades worth of insanity that we've heard concerning Christian and Justin's father, Diddy, I think they felt the need to show up like this. You know what I'm saying? They don't always, Homeland Security does not always show up for every black man. You know what I mean? They show up for certain people, I guess. And, but why didn't Homeland Security show up for Jeffrey Epstein? I don't remember. Now I got to go look it up. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news.